The history of the MRA starts with the presentation of the MRA Bill in the National Assembly on 23 July 2004 by the then Minister of Finance, the Honourable Pravin Kumar Jugnauth. The bill received the royal assent of the then President of the Republic, His Excellency Sir Anirudh Jugnauth. Then followed the constitution of the MRA Board with the Honourable Santibai Hanumanji as the first chairperson and the recruitment of the Director General of the MRA, Mr. Sudhamu Lal. The MRA was entrusted the responsibility to implement a tax reform program, and ultimately all the revenue collection departments, namely income tax, VAT and large taxpayers, as well as the customs, were merged into one single authority that started its operation on 1st July 2006. The story begins. With the setting up of the MRA, a new mindset was adopted and a different work culture was disseminated among the staff. The new approach aims at changing the mindset of taxpayers from an obligation to pay to a willingness to pay attitude. Quality services, facilitation, innovation, and community involvement became the new leitmotifs. Communication and education of taxpayers became a new core function whereby strategies were developed to ensure that taxpayers are better educated about their duties, rights, and obligations. Special publications were developed to reach out to a specific as well as general segment. Leaflets, guides, booklets were made accessible, and the stakeholders are met regularly to discuss and share their views. MRA focused on enhancing its services with simplified forms and a whole new gamut of efficient and secure modes of payment. The next decisive step was the adoption of new technologies to modernize tax administration. This led to a win-win situation where taxpayers received better, easier, more accessible and faster services, and the authority achieved greater efficiency in the administration of taxes.
The creation of the Mauritius Revenue Authority has been without doubt a great success story. Over the years, the authority has continued to improve the delivery of its services to the public. In fact, I would like to stress the great efforts made by the MRA in terms of information technology, and now the MRA is in fact an example for the rest of our parastatal bodies.
Now, with the introduction of a new gateway for electronic facilities, the Taxpayer Portal, taxpayers can edit their profile information, view previous returns, verify the status of their refunds, and make electronic payments. Paying taxes had never been so simple. The technological reform was boosted with the implementation of various initiatives such as the Integrated Tax Administration System, the Financial and Human Resources Management System, electronic filing of individual returns using a wizard-driven approach, mobile payment and payment by point of sales using credit cards and debit cards, e-objection, FATCA registration and reporting, taxpayer portal, and the latest online complaint management system. At the level of customs, the focus was changed from tax and duty collection to trade facilitation and border protection. Customs harnessed the new technologies to follow the global trend of dematerialization of documents and also continually enhanced the services to stakeholders. Major projects in this regard are the e-certificate of origin, the use of non-intrusive inspection technologies, fast-track cargo release initiative, the second-hand vehicle valuation system, the online tracking system, the paperless customs, the automatic clearance of green channel, the WCO's interface public members, the mobile communication through SMS to importers, the email notification of status of bill of entries to stakeholders, including importers, the National Single Window or Mauritius Trade Link, and the warehouse management system. While the MRA figures out innovative and creative solutions for its stakeholders, it also includes them in discussions and welcomes their feedback to enhance its performance. Since its inception, the MRA has constantly achieved and even surpassed the budgetary provisions. From a total revenue collection of 34.2 billion rupees in 2006-2007, the MRA has cultivated a new work spirit and developed innovative and efficient strategies to bring better results, thus producing a constant growth of revenue collections and aiming at a collection of 70 billion rupees. Another indicator of MRA's dedication is the amount of arrears collection, which demonstrates the organization's ability to recover money owed to the state in terms of taxes. While the collection of arrears was 396 million rupees in 2006-2007, this amount reached around 2 billion rupees in 2015, thanks to the joint efforts of the relevant departments. With the introduction of new and efficient modes of payments, the MRA reached 73% of total revenue being collected electronically, thus bringing more efficiency in the administration of taxes. Individual taxpayers were encouraged through a targeted communication campaign, proactive customer service, and robust electronic system to submit their returns electronically. While the percentage was 0.01% of total returns received in 2006-2007, in 2015, the MRA reached universal electronic submission of individual returns, that is, 97% of returns received through the MRA's e-services platform. This represents a total number of 148,791 electronic returns. On the other hand, the percentage of electronic corporate returns received has constantly increased since the start of operations of the MRA. New initiatives are now in the pipeline to further enhance this performance. These achievements have been made possible with the joint efforts of the entire MRA family, under the guidance of the MRA board and with the support of the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development. The MRA's most important asset is in fact its workforce, and with the passage of time, the capacity building strategy has been strengthened with the introduction of a training academy and the recognition of this academy as a WTO multilingual regional training center for Eastern and Southern African countries. The MRA is indeed now seen as a benchmark by various African countries, with 29 countries having visited the organization for sharing of resources and experience on various tax and customs issues. The MRA has also ratified double taxation avoidance agreements with 43 countries, and 18 others are actually being negotiated. Also, tax information exchange agreements have also been signed with 8 countries, while 4 others are awaiting ratifications. The efforts of the organization were recognized through various awards and recognitions received. While collection of revenue is the core function of the MRA, its commitment goes beyond revenue.
The Mauritius Revenue Authority has completed a decade of operation. As the country is now at a crossroad of its socio-economic transformation, the MRA will be called upon to play an even more important role in fueling the development of the country. The MRA has come a long way and achieved much in a short lapse of time. When the MRA was being engineered, I was the Minister of Finance, and I was conscious of the reform the tax administration had to undergo, as well as the dedication, creativity, innovation, and determination put in to achieve the level of efficiency that characterizes the organization today. However, the MRA alone will not be able to accomplish the desired transformation that is required to make of our nation a more prosperous one. What we need is a joint effort of the authority and the citizens. The MRA should be seen as a facilitator, and the taxpayer should be viewed as a contributor for his own welfare. Together, we can build the country of tomorrow for our children. And as Minister of Finance, I will give all my support to the MRA to continue to enhance voluntary compliance by providing quality services and educating taxpayers about their duties, their rights, and their obligations. Let me seize this opportunity to wish the organization a happy birthday and all the very best for the next decade.
Having completed 10 successful years of service, the MRA does not intend to rest on its laurels, but is rather gearing its efforts to meet the challenges that lay ahead for the coming next 10 years.